We're here in Port Townsend at the Kinetic sculpture race. They're setting up because there's going to be a parade soon. Hi, can you tell me about your costume?
It's a sort of an attempt at a phoenix.
Oh, I love it. It's very nice.
Thank you.
Costume. That's great.
I was going to tell people, what, I'm just dressed like I usually am.
Yeah.
I dropped this chain right down here, and then you can. Do you want me to? No, because I'm going to get on it. You're okay. You're good. Okay. I just the whole thing. Thank you.
Can you tell me about your costume?
We're the kelp forest, and this is our bull kelp. My kelp got stuck. Oh.
Can you tell me about your outfit?
My outfit is just cobbled together.
I love
Whatever
it.
was hanging around.
Oh, I love it. Very nice. Can you tell me a little about your judging and the event?
Well, this is my first year doing it, but the Port Townsend branch of the Kinetic Sculpture Race organization is kind of known for being kind of zany and fun, so I thought it would be a fun thing to get involved with. And I'm a fireweed phoenix, because you know fireweed is the first thing to come back after a natural disaster.
Wonderful. And then what's the clipboard?
Because I'm judging, so I have to be very official. It's an official duty, and I have to judge on a lot of things, so I need my clipboard. Or I'm just carrying it. I'm just gonna wing it when it's time.
We're going to go over the map here. Exactly the same reason we remember that far back as it was. So it's the same this year. We're going to parade down the street, and then the racers are going to go up Monroe Street and turn around and do the brake test down Monroe Street. Then they're going to come to me and be abused by me for the safety check. And then they're going to go down a little bit more down the street and do the little get together with the judges. And then we're going to line up on Water Street facing towards Point Hudson. And when we let you go, you're going to go around through Point Hudson. And then once you get to the water, if you're ready to go into the water, we're going to send you right into water. And if you're not, do your transition on Monroe Street and then get in line to go into the water. You'll go down to the Quimper dock, largest dock down there, and get a little trinket to prove that you went that far, and come back and go, once you get out of the water, if you have to transition again, you do it again, and go around Point Hudson one more time and cross the in front of the Legion Hall for the finish. So how about that? So I have good news for you all, that we're at slack tide. So it's going to be pretty, it's going to be a lot easier pedaling out there. It's not going to be too fast.
Is there any man-eating clams?
Maybe.
Women eaters?
Yes. Yes. There's a couple. There's a couple. If you do find yourself in trouble, start blowing your whistle loudly. We do. There's a county. You'll see a larger boat out there. It's a county, the sheriff's boat, and the Northwest Maritime Center has a Zodiac out there, the dock master. So let them know. Any other questions? They have to be multiple. They'll have to be multiple choice, of course.
Can I use a mic?
No.
You can use a John, but not a mic.
You're not priming up for the queen here, are you? Well, then.
Isn't that what this is all about?
I have something
Go,
special
Bubble.
for Veg. Hey, and Marilyn.
Oh, okay.
Because you guys, I love you. I'm really glad you're here, and everything you do, and everywhere you go, and we all. I've got Go Banana, Scratch and Sniff Kinetic Sand. Yeah. Right? No, you can play with Kinetic Sand. There's bananas.
You
And
think
you,
you slip
you're
with a banana
bananas.
and make it go faster, but you come to a grind.
For the glory.
So for the parade, we started our racers meeting a little early. Okay, police are not going to let us go down the street till low noon, right? Not high noon, low noon. So we've got some time to schmooze and to relax and to bribe the glorious judges and the judges to go and ask questions of all the different sculptures of how they built their sculpture, what they put into it. This is a really good time to just have fun and collaborate while we wait for the beginning of our parade, which is low noon. When we do go down the street, the judges will lead the parade, then the sculptures will come next, then the art entries. There's a band that is in front of the judges and a band that's behind the judges, or at the very end of the parade. I did that wrong, didn't I? Okay, a band, judges, sculptures, and then art entries, and then another band. Okay?
Wow.
And Tom has a request. For Team Swing Kids, we have a beautiful choreographed dance to do for you. Unfortunately, I'm the only one that showed up. I'm looking for 2 dancers that can learn choreography. If you know anybody in town, send them to me.
How long does it take, Tom?
Princess, I believe. We are honored by his wonderful gloriousness. And then we have a couple queens running. I know that we have Phenomics and Ricky, I believe, so far. And we'll see who else shows up between now and the ball.
I have a question.
That is a very important search, and impactful judges will allow you to become a contestant for Queen, first of all. So what happens at the ball, if there are more than 3 contestants, the judges will judge their talents. There has to be a joke, there has to be a talent, and one other factor.
Recipe.
A recipe. So you have to come up with those if you're going to be running for Queen, and anybody is eligible to run for Queen. We are not binarily constricted in this sense, so bravo.
Nice.
So yeah, you'll have to come up with those things, and then if there are more than 3 contestants, the judges, and then the audience, by vote of loudness at the ball, so we'll then basically choose the new queen. So if you're coming to the ball tonight, which I recommend that you do, $10 at the door, and there is a lovely 9-piece cover band coming from Seattle, copacetic, or copacetic, but I want to say copacetic. I think it's all copacetic, right? It's all good. So they'll be there, there'll be dancing, drinking, fun times, you'll be seeing the talents of all the queen contestants, and then you get to make a big old ruckus and choose your new queen, who will be the envoy, the face, and the spirit of the race for the year to come.
Correct.
Okay, all right, this is good. This is good intel. The recipe does not have to be edible. Could be for kinetic sand. I don't know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if any of the fabulous spectators out there need a course map or if you need any sort of extra information, please do not hesitate to ask us. Course maps can be found here at the lovely Phoenix Bike and the lovely Marilyn, who's wearing the most amazing orange stunner sunglasses, and I got to figure out a bribe for her so I can get those later. And John, the Kinetic Cop, has some maps, and I also at the MC station will be having maps for handing out. So, my name is Christoph, aka the Princess Herald. Kristoff. Taylor. Sorry, your guy's not getting the full name. I'm apparently being asked my name here. I'm not certain why. Why? Okay, thank you. Oh my goodness, reporting. Excellent.
She's single.
Took a ferry to Port Angeles from Victoria and drove on over. It's not that big of a deal. Thank you. So I've actually, in some way or another, been involved in this race for 42 years, if you can believe that. So it's my pleasure to be here and to give you guys race history, to bring a bit of levity, and to make the energy right here, because we are all here to have a good time for the glory. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please continue to mingle. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me or any of the racers. And I'm not quite done because Michael Bittman has a question.
It's not a question, it's a statement. So for all you racers, when you go around by the lighthouse, you will see his Vancouver Island. So take a look out to the northwest. You'll see it.
When do we get to go racing there?
That's a very good question. I've actually been doing some research into starting a race in Canada. I'm currently in Nanaimo, which is about an hour and a half north of Victoria, British Columbia. I've actually been doing some of the legwork, so we may have a race in Canada one of these days. Sponsors and judges and yourselves some glory, and we will continue to see you along the race course.
Just kind of hanging out.
Maybe getting ready to get on.
Hey, stay away from there. I have to write myself a ticket.
Taking pictures for you.
I love it.
Could you tell me your name?
Oh, that's great. My name's Jamie.
J.A.?
Jamie.
And what's your last name?
It's Pauley. Pauley. And I am...
Are you a Kinetic Cop?
I'm a Kinetic Cop under the lead cop. John, what do you call it?
Top cop.
Top Cop.
Okay. And where do you
Serve again at the Top Cop in Port Townsend. I am, yes. Relatively new. Yeah, first year. Thanks.
Oh, yeah, she has a question.
How many kinetic sculpture races have you done?
Too many.
Good. And did you create this?
Yes, I did.
Can you tell me about it?
No,
There's a sign that specifies what it is not.
it's not a urinal.
Zoom in a little bit there.
Nice.
And keep everyone in line.
When I came here, in the first week I met the head art judge at a bar, of course, and I just got fascinated with Kinetic. I'm a designer and artist for 50 years, and I got to be head art judge. I'm also head art judge in the Klamath race and the Corvallis race. I got invited down there, and I just love these artists. These are truly artists down to their toes, and they're all for the glory. My name is Phil Nolte, also known as the Bad Zebra, and also known as the Bad Crab, and also known as Head Art Judge. Tired, and after 2 months, I felt the urge to watch a series on TV, and I said no, so I went back to work.
Come on in. And what are you guys doing?
Well, we are discussing the hula hoops because I saw this design in Corvallis on a woman with puffballs and a hoop, and I loved it the way it moved so much that I stopped her just like she's doing, and I was like, can I really? Well, we've talked before I got down under her space, and and I loved the idea of having a hoop that was suspended with puffballs on it. And so I went home and I made my own.
It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, so it was inspired, and I can't wait to see her next year showing up with her hoopy skirt.
We'll see. I was just sharing stories from my own full hoop skirt, so not using hula hoops, an actual like a hoop skirt from a wedding dress, but like putting pink sheer curtains over it and going as Bubblicious for Halloween with a little bubble on my head and bubble earrings, you know, and a bubble ring.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Just having a good time.
That's why what I love about this is all the people coming together who love to make things like this and sharing ideas and materials and methods. And then we all go home over the winter and start creating next year's costume.
And I love to take photos of all of it to share with people.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I'm a queen hopeful at this year's Kinetics for at the Rose Hips Ball. I'm running as Queen Theonomics, and so I'm hoping to garner votes. I'm fireballing people. Here, I'll fireball you. Do you have any questions?
How did you get involved in the Kinetic Sculpture Race?
I saw a bunch of adults playing, and I knew that's where I wanted to be. So I've been doing Kinetics in Port Townsend since I moved here probably about 10 years ago. And yeah, I just love it. And I've piloted in the Corvallis race and always find some kind of a job to do here. So yeah, so I'm just running around trying to get the votes. So my name is Anami. I'm running as Theonomics, because that's my name shoved in the middle of the word Phoenix. But Anami is my name. Sorry, I looked down, didn't I?
Oh yeah, no, that was perfect. What are you talking about?
Neat outfit. Neat outfit.
Yeah!
This woman's got a closet that most people envy.
And then you come back over the nose and right there. So
Is that California one a lot bigger than this?
oh yeah, they just had their 52nd race, and I think they had like 60 teams. 60? 60. It is a big deal. It's a big. I think there's about 14. Yeah.
That's what we had this year.
I think this is our 4th or 5th, 6th time.
Here. I'm not sure how many we've done here.
We failed at the mud on many occasions, and we've actually done all right in the mud. We've got mud bars to get us through the mud now. And
There was one
we
year
do
where
all
I think one or maybe two people got through the mud.
and nobody else.
Yeah, nobody else. It was just
It's hard.
Did you get through it?
Did you get through it? The year that only 2, we weren't one of the 2. No. Somebody else. Thank you. But they forgot to say not only do it for the glory, but also for the fun of it.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the 2 things that we live by. For the glory and the fun of it. So, there you go.
Is that okay?
Whatever you want, babe.
Oh, I love it.
So I'm Reed Lacey, and this is my daughter Emily Lacey Nichols, and we've been doing this for, well, the Corvallis race started in '93, and we were at that race at the inaugural race, and it took many years before we had something actually race-worthy, and we were invited up here and failed gloriously. I think we got a teddy bear award and a few other thank yous for coming, play, but over the years things have gotten better, and we've actually been the fastest team on at least 2 occasions, and we've had a lot of fun here. We got a top engineering prize for the mud bars one year. And
Can you tell me about your machine?
it's a tandem bicycle, 360 days out of the year, and when we come up here, I have a 4x8 sheet of plywood that we put on a ski rack on our car. When we load everything up, it's all disassembled, and we put it all together when we get here. We've got floats that will let us, when we go to the water, they go arch side up underneath these bars, and that keeps us floating. When we're going slow in sand and mud and water, these wheels, we turn 2 little nuts and bolts here, and we can drop these whole wheels down so that we transition from a bicycle to a tricycle. And then we have the stability and the really, really low gears that you need to be able to go through stuff like sand and mud.
And that's about it. It's a pretty
Wonderful.
simple thing. We got little blades on the front wheel there, so that when you're in the water, you just steer where you want to go, and these things cut the water, and they take you where you want to be.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Now, how are you going to go into the sky?
We don't have flotation yet. Sky will. People keep saying, when is somebody going to make the next one that flies?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no flight.
You believe that?
And we have an evening parade where all the sculptors put on their lights.
HSS hockey, I know, right? There's some goodies in there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I don't think this is like in the middle.
He's down and kicking apparently. Hey,
Hey!
for the glory.
Yeah!
Over there, but she's busy, so what can I tell you?
Tell me about the Kinetic
so
Sculpture Race.
my name's Peach. I'm the pit crew for Goddess Team Race. God, let me try that again. My name's Peach. I'm the pit crew member for Goddess Racing Bunny here, and they're crews from all over, but the Bunny is based in Eugene, Oregon. So we came up here for the race, and very excited. It's going to be an awesome couple of days.
You want to walk me around your creation?
Yeah, well, not mine, but yeah, you can see this is a two-person bike. Here's one of the pilots right here, Kristen. So they're gonna be on either side. The head moves around and it drums while it goes.
Got it. You got some flags? Checking out our competition.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. And so everything that you need to race is on board the ship. So we've got our pontoons and life jackets are in here, and there's tires for the sand on the back.
Tires are bunny tail.
And you can see from the gearing, you know, they can go everything from being out on the open road and move along pretty fast
Steering in the center, brakes in the back.
to gearing it way down so that they can crawl across the sand or through the mud can be really challenging. Human powered, and we got an all-woman pilot team too. So.
Goddess Bunny and all
Yeah.
her Oh, that's awesome.
Always a crowd pleaser.
I'm Kristen Dalzell, and my co-pilot is Tina Kerrigan. These are our pontoons. She's the main goddess. Does all the artwork and the engineering. Chris is our photographer, and Mike here is our fellow engineer, welder extraordinaire. So it's a team effort. Was that last year's model?
Yeah.
Maybe like 3 races a year. Humboldt County, Corvallis, and this one. Sometimes Klamath Falls, but usually those 3. And then we have the logos here. Corvallis race, Port Townsend. These are there, so it's all the different races we do.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, the
Will give you different effects. So the white balance is just for the light base. So it gives you different settings.
This here's the Barracuda. It floats, it runs. Ooh, a train. Sorry about that, I got distracted.
That was wonderful.
And yeah, our team are the Barracudas. Very original name based off the sculpture. I helped make our t-shirts.
Beautiful t-shirts.
Yeah.
Great sculpture.
Yes, it is a great sculpture. Jack here, he did all the welding on our sculpture.
Wow, good
I'm
work.
the main engineer on the sculpture.
Nice.
Yeah.
Me and my brother built this when we were 13 and 14.
Oh, it's tremendous. It's really neat.
Yeah. So
made out of all recycled desks and old sculptures.
Wheels made out of styrofoam.
Yep. 2-inch foam from Home Depot. Laminated together with glue.
Nice.
Floats with zero transition into the water. Pretty good.
Nice.
One of our better sculptures. Mine.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions about it?
How long have you been participating in the festival?
This will be my first year. And it says 11th year now? Okay.
Yeah, that's my 11th
yeah, Jack
year,
has
I
been
guess.
doing it for about 11 years.
Very long time.
That's good.
Yeah.
And have you attended any other festivals?
We go down to the one in Corvallis, and we went to the one in Eureka, California once. That was a very long race, and we don't do that one very often. So.
Hi! How did you get this created?
How do we get it? It's the Kiwanis choo-choo.
Been around for 50 years. And it was just a bunch of old guys got together, and this is what they did.
They built it, and we just kind of come out for any event we can and try to be supportive.
I love it. I love it. It's wonderful to see the train and you guys.
Oh, this is so much fun. How can you have fun on a train, right?
Yes, yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Time to get out of the water. I roll it forward so I'm about 20 feet out of the water, from the water's edge, and then I rock it onto all 3 wheels and pedal away. So I don't think the floats are stowed for water.
Let me get a shot of you.
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
He does great calendars, by the way. And so yeah, so it's all of the machines can be unsteady or capsized. I've had that happen when I didn't plan it, so now it's planned. Not planned obsolescence, it's planned amphibians, perhaps. But, yeah, the Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin symbol if you haven't been caught up with everything. Anyway, and this is its 23rd race, I believe, and my 81st since 2000.
All right.
Yeah. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, my name is Peter Wagner. I come from Davis, California. This is the world's largest Bitcoin. It's a German wheel, gymnastics wheel for rolling like in Cirque du Soleil. And I made it so it's transport so you can pedal it along, and then I discovered that it goes nicely in sand. And with floats on it, you tip it over into the water, and that's how it looks in the water, and it floats nicely. Yes.
What is the B? What's the B?
Bitcoin. Oh. The Bitcoin is the cryptocurrency, which is the future of economics. But I maintain that Bitcoin is about as substantial as a rainbow.
Of course she did. And she's been a sucker ever since.
Yeah, I know.
Well, okay, all right.
right.
Wait a minute, one more time. Thank you.
All right, from one queen to another.
Oh, okay.
1990 and I'm 2008. In the 1990 and took over the race and was the president for life. Then I became Rosehip Queen. I have raced, and I'm now the oldest queen in Port Townsend. My name is Manrisa Mama.
Nice.
Yeah, and I am Queen Bubblicious, Universal Queen of Kinetic Racing, 2008 Queen for Port Townsend Rose Hips. And I travel and I speak the word of glory and I share all about our queendom along the Kinetic universe.
And we love each other.
Yeah. Wow. Love you, honey.
Oh, I love you more.
I love you more.
Oh, no, but I
I'm
love
still
you
trying,
more.
but my bubbles keep, you're going to have to help me with that thing.
Tell me a little bit about your float.
What do you mean? Like, just the whole Kinetic sculpture, like, just like the float system?
Your whole being here.
Okay, so, we started about a few weeks ago, and then it kind of got cut off when my dad got COVID, so we kind of needed to stop the whole project for about 10 days, and then we started like blasting on it because we only had a week left, and so we started welding, we started taping stuff together, putting on bulbs, hoping that it would finally float for today and actually be able to like work, because the chains were really rusted. As you can see, the whole thing was just rusted, not really working. And then we finally, 2 days ago, got it to finally work. But as we were lifting it up, a weld broke, and so we just needed to like just take the whole thing apart on this side and just start welding again, and it was so annoying, but we finally got through it, and we went into the water yesterday again, and it worked perfectly. And so my name is Everest, and Kinetics has always been a really fun thing for me, and I started about 9 years ago, and it's just been kind of a thing that I do every year, and yeah, that's my whole being here. The reason that I kind of got into Kinetics was due to one person. He's kind of the top cop here. That's actually his name for Kinetics, and he really got me into Kinetics and why I really like want to do Kinetics. And also due to my dad, he's a boat builder, and he works on things all the time, wooden boat builder. And it just really caused me to just start working really hard on this. And my brother and my sister also do this. They aren't here this year. My sister's in college, and my brother finally moved out of Kinetics, but it's my time to shine, you know? And so I'm in a robotics team, and I've really learned to just do all of this stuff from that, and it's just been so much fun doing Kinetics and also doing robotics, because it's made me kind of learn how to like have like the ability to kind of speak to people, and yeah.
You're wonderful. I love your float, and you did a wonderful job.
Thanks.
I'm really glad you're here.
Yeah, and this sculpture was actually built 3 years ago, but this year was actually the year that we really started working on it really hard.
Good!
Don't interview me when I try to get in because I'm going to fall.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I don't know if this step is big enough, but we'll see.
And then after the Chemical Marching Band, the judges will be next in line. After the judges, the sculptures.
Can I help at all? Nope.
Racing sculpture will be then after that. Then we will have all of our art competition entries coming in behind these sculptures. And then after that, the art spectator.
Wow!
This is where my yoga comes in.
Nice. And did you build this sculpture?
I did in 9 days.
Wow. And what's your name on this?
The axolotl. It's an axolotl.
And what's your name?
Oh, Shelly.
Thank you, Shelly.
You're welcome.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you.
And if you are a spectator and you wish to march along, please follow the order and please stay to the right side of the street.
Okay, I gotta get in.
For time. So please stay on the right side of the street to avoid traffic. And once again, we'll move Maryland for our fabulous Phoenix and race.
Oh, this is gonna be tricky.
Starting it off for
There we go. For the glory. Can't find it.
And you're lining up for the parade.
I am. I can get in. There we go.
Are you ready, Dad? Okay.